I am counting. 3!
Please. Please. Please.
2!
Please don't do
This is it. Simon. You got a pen?
Yeah.
Sorry, kid. It's gonna be as cold as a warlock's ballsack. It's like he was hanging his ballsack above you and dragged it right across your forearm. There you go. Give you a little leverage.
Please don't. Please don't.
When Rick realizes what Negan's doing, he diverts his eye contact away from Negan and starts begging him not to do it. He's trying to be non-confrontational and submissive towards Negan. He knows that he's at the mercy of him and acts submissive and doesn't want to provoke a reaction from Negan. He also softens his voice. He's again trying to come across as non-confrontational and non-threatening to show to Negan that he sees him as his superior with the hopes that he will stop. He also exhibits rapid head movement, which shows high levels of stress. He's trying desperately to understand what's going on, and he moves his head between Carl and Negan to take in as much information about the situation as possible in order to increase the chances of survival. We have to know what we're up against, and the rapid head movement and eye movement help us assess the situation.
Me? I ain't doing shit. Rick, I want you to take your axe. Cut your son's left arm off, right on that line. Yeah, I know. You're gonna have to process that for a second. That makes sense. Still, though, I'm gonna need you to do it, or all these people are gonna die.
Raid Shadow Legends, you've all heard of it, and that's for good reason. Raid is free to play and is available across Android, iOS, and PC. The game's story is set in the fictional realm of Teleria, which is under the reign of terror of the Dark Lord Siroth. You must gather shards containing the souls of past warriors to grow your army and bring liberty to the citizens of Teleria. Okay guys, so let's talk about one of my favourite bosses, Sir Galaroth, Guardian of the Arcane Keep. Unlike most of the other Potion Keep bosses, this guy's actually a pretty nice dude. Sort of like a paladin tasked with protecting arcane knowledge so that only the worthy can use it. Literally though, he is guarding arcane potions and he's checking to see if you are worthy of getting your hands on them. It's pretty cool. And this month, Raid is giving away a super limited edition champion to every player in the game. Some of you may recognize him already. It's esports legend and Navi superstar Simple. Between now and January the 28th, 2022, Simple's limited edition champ is available for free to both new and old players in Raid. All you have to do is log in for 7 days between now and January the 28th, and he's yours. If you miss that date, you miss out forever. Sounds epic? Well, exactly. So download Raid Shadow Legends now and take part in this epic quest. Oh, and did I mention it's completely free? And if you want to get a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description or scan my QR code and you'll get an epic hero Shomru, 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 ancient shard, so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in game. All this treasure will be waiting for you here for the next 30 days for new players only. Now back to the video. Rick again can't make more than a split second of eye contact with Negan. He's acting incredibly submissive and non-confrontational despite being asked to do such a horrible thing. Also, you can clearly see the rapid eye movement here. He's again trying to process what's going on as stated by Negan. Also, notice how Rick doesn't blink at all here. This is because his brain is getting him to take in as much information as possible and the blinking obstructs this. His eyes are wide open, allowing as much light as possible to enter and thus information to be gained.
Then Carl dies, then the people back home die, and then you, eventually. I'm gonna keep you breathing for a few years just so you can stew on it.
You don't have to do this. We understand. We understand.
You understand? Yeah. I'm not sure that Rick does. I'm gonna need a clean cut right there on that line. Now, I know this is a screwed up thing to ask, but it's gonna have to be like a salami slice. Nothing messy, clean, 45 degrees. Give us something to fold over. We got a great doctor. The kid will be fine. Probably.
Negan's body language here is that of a high-status individual. He's displaying wide-open body language with his hands and gestures freely, showing total confidence and a lack of any fear for his safety. Rick can't keep still here. He's constantly moving and fidgeting. This is in response to the high levels of stress he's going through. When stressed, we get filled with adrenaline and our muscles tense up as they prepare to take rapid action. This is why Rick moves constantly here. He's filled with energy and is preparing to take action. You can also see his mouth tense here, which is again a response to the high levels of stress he's going through.
Rick. This needs to happen now. Chop, chop. Or I will crush the little fella's skull myself.
It can be me. It can be me. You can do it to me. I can go with you.
No. This is the only way. Rick, pick up the axe.
Negan then changes his proxemics to get closer to Rick, and he also softens his voice. He's trying to sound like he's being reasonable and sympathetic with him. This is a clever tactic as he's basically trying to act like the reasonable one, despite asking him to literally cut his own son's arm off. He also makes physical contact with him, which is again an attempt to start an emotional connection, which is another clever move from Negan. Rick, in a desperate attempt to plead with Negan, offers himself, but he pauses and stutters. This is because he knows that Negan will not accept this, and he's trying to process a way out of the situation. He's basically distracted by thinking of a way out whilst also pleading with Negan.
Not making a decision is a big decision. You really want to see all these people die? You will. You will see every ugly thing. Oh my God. Are you gonna make me count? Okay, Rick, you win. I am counting.
Rick then distances after looking at Negan. He's threatened by Negan's presence and looks away as he can't find the courage to look at him. Negan has successfully broken him, which was the plan all along. When he sees no way out of the situation, he literally begins to cry. He knows that there is no way out. His mouth is open and he's making rapid head and eye movement. This is the sympathetic nervous system preparing him to enter one of the fight, flight, freeze responses, and fills his body with oxygen and energy to deal with the threat, showing huge levels of stress.
Please. Please. It can be me. Please.
Two.
Please. No, dude.
This is it.
When Rick begs, he keeps his non-confrontational body language. He knows that the only way out is through Negan's mercy. It's why when he shouts to the floor as to avoid Negan thinking that Rick is shouting at him, worsening the situation. Rick's hyperventilating, he's on the verge of taking action, but he's cornered and knows he can't. He's full of adrenaline and also oxygen and is ready to deal with a predator. Rick is completely and utterly broken here. He's a mess of chemicals and is totally at the mercy of Negan. And Negan used this tactic to make Rick feel these emotions, making him recognize his authority and submit. It's really clever on Negan's part.
You answer to me. You provide for me. You belong to me. Right? Speak when you're spoken to! You answer to me. You provide for me.
Provide for you.
You belong to me. Right.
Right.
Right. That is the look I wanted to see.
Rick is still hyperventilating. This, as stated before, is the survival mechanism filling him with energy, allowing his body to perform at maximum efficiency. He still can't make any eye contact with Negan either. He fears him genuinely. He does all he can to look away. Rick also tenses his mouth again, another response to high levels of stress. Overall, this is a perfectly acted scene and shows someone who is desperately trying to deal with a stressor from a non-verbal point of view. All the body language is highly accurate and detailed, which is really awesome to see. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.